Note is, for example, when an end user gets a problem, what he do? He'll report to SAP. SAP people will look into that problem and release a correction for that single erroneous object in the form of note. When you apply this note, how you apply this note? By using Snote T code, we apply this note. When you apply this note, it will correct that only one particular erroneous object. So that problem will be eradicated. That problem will be solved. That is what a note. Yes or no? So
Yes.
sometimes what SAP will do, SAP will add some new functionality. To support that new functionality also, SAP will suggest you to implement few notes. Not only every time for erroneous objects. For example, some new functionality is there. To add that new functionality, your code, in that code, some two, three programs has to be somewhat corrected. For that, SAP will suggest you to apply that to two, three nodes. If you apply one node, something will be corrected. If you add one node, something will be corrected. After implementing all these nodes, your system is ready to accept for that new code. For that reason also, SAP suggests you to apply notes. Okay, when it comes to note, we are having two types of notes. One is corrective note, second one is informative note. What is informative note? Informative note will give only information. So if you got some error, some in ST22 you got some problem. So if you go with that error page, if you search in service marketplace, you will get one note. By reading that note, it will suggest you to change few parameters. It will suggest you to do some changes in your system. By doing that, you can resolve the problem. Or else, if some functionality is there, how to use that functionality, how to configure that functionality, that kind of information also you will get from using that note. That note is called as informative note. The other one is corrective note, which we are discussing. So what happens? It will correct some erroneous object in your system. That is what we used to call it as corrective note. By using S-Note, we implement this corrective note. This informative note is for reading purpose. But this corrective note, we used to use S-Note T code. In this corrective note, we are having some three types of notes. One is automated correction instruction. SAP is giving what? Correction instructions, CIs. So some nodes will automatically correct that errors. There are some manual correction instructions also there. So if you, by using S note, if you apply this note now, automatically the problem will be solved. What is that? Automated correction instruction. Manual correction instruction means some nodes need to be implemented by using S note T code. Along with that, you need to perform few manual activities for that. That is what called as manual correction instructions. Means not only, both are nodes only. By using S note only you apply this automated correction instruction. Don't need any manual interruption. But this manual correction needs, you need to change some things. I'll show you. What is this? What is this? Can we start? Now we will apply automated correction instruction. How we apply that? By using which T code?
S-Note.
S note only. By using S note, we apply the note. Okay, go to your system. Okay, from where you download your notes? From service marketplace. Okay, hit S note T code. Okay, I don't have connections to SAP directly with my system. So what I have done, I have downloaded few notes. Okay, here I have already downloaded few notes for your system. These are all notes. So when you download note from SAP, you will get this .sar format. You will get this .sar format note. How you uncar this? By using SAP char utility. When you uncar this .sar file, you will get some zip file. You just uncar this, unzip this, you will get this one. So when you download, you will get this .sar file. When you uncar it, you will get a zip file. After that, if you unzip that, you will get this file. Under this, you are having one text file. This we need to apply. Okay, so I have downloaded all the notes. So what I do, I'll upload. Otherwise, from here also you can directly download note. So if you say download note, it will be downloaded. But I don't have any connection with SAP, right? So I'll give one download note. See, if you give note number, can anyone give me any note number? Okay, I'll go with that note. What is that note? What is that note number? Okay, one note number I'll go with 2895954. Okay, I'll check. Okay, execute. So it will throw me the error. Why? I don't have connections to SAP. Otherwise, if you are established connection, it will be directly downloaded into your system. But I don't have any connection. See, the RFC connection. What is that name? SAP OSS. RFC connection name is SAP OSS. This connection is not established. That is the reason I am getting error. Okay, so that is the reason I downloaded Note. Okay, now how to apply? Go to upload SAP Note. Okay, where I am having my notes in my C drive. Notes. Okay, I'll go with this note. Click this. Okay. Okay. Allow. See, you got something new. So here, whenever you upload any note, check here. There will be some statuses. What is the status of this note? Can be implemented. So I'll show you the status of notes. We are having few statuses. Remember, important interview question. Note status. Can be implemented. Cannot be implemented. Implemented completely. Obsolete version implemented. Implemented. Incompletely implemented. And deprecated. So out of these statuses, only these three you need to implement. Can be implemented means the node contains correction instructions that you may need to implement in your system. That corrections are not there in your system, you need to implement that node. If you get can be implemented status means you need to implement that node. Okay, other one, obsolete version implemented. Obsolete version implemented means you have already implemented one node. That node also contains some errors. So if you implement this, SAP has corrected an SAP node that contained errors. Implement this node in your system so that the errors will be resolved. So absolute version implemented means what? You need to again implement that node. Incompletely implemented. Sometimes what you do, you implemented one node. What it is saying, not all the relevant correction instructions have been implemented. So few are missing. So you need to, some corrections instructions have only been partially implemented, not fully implemented. The objects that need to be corrected are inconsistent. You must therefore implement this note in your SAP system again. So if you get this status, incompletely implemented means you need to implement. Obsolete version implemented means you need to implement it again. Can be implemented means you need to implement. These three scenarios you need to implement that note. Apart from this, you will get this status, implemented completely means this node, whatever the corrections which we are having this node already implemented in your system, you need not to implement that. No action is required. Okay, no action is required. Cannot be implemented. Cannot be implemented means this node is not intended for your system. That node does not contain any correction instructions that you can implement in your system. No actions is required. Deprecated. After you implemented the corrections in the node, you imported a support package. What I told you, in support package is a collection of notes, right? That you already implemented that support package which has this notes. So you need not to take any action. That is what deprecated. So which note you implement can be implemented, incompletely implemented, obsolete version implemented. Whenever you get these three in statuses, then only you need to implement that note. Is it fine? Any doubts here? Yeah. So here we are having three things, right? Automated correction, manual correction, and third one is the new one is transport based correction instructions. We'll discuss this later. As of now, we are going with these two. Now I am implementing automated correction instruction, this note. Okay. Now what it is saying, what is the status? Can be implemented means I need to implement this. Just double click on that, it will get implemented. After implementation, that status will change. See, can be implemented. See what all the correction it is doing. See, some 4 corrections are there. It is doing these corrections. Okay, implement. When you implement any note, it will be recorded as a workbench request. Why? For what you are doing changes, SAP standard programs, right? SAP standard software only having some problems. That problems are, it is clearing that problems. It is correcting that problems. So you will get which transport request? So it is doing these two activities. Okay. Because it is again you asking you, read this note. Yes, I have read. Before implementing, please read that note. I'll show you how to read. Okay. Yes. Make request to foreign namespace. Okay. Now it will prompt you for a transport request. Okay. Create a transport request. See which type of transport request it is generating? Workbench request. Give short description. Snote implementation. Okay, and give that note number also if possible. Okay, say save. It will create one transport request. Okay, now you are doing in development system. In quality and production, you need not to download this again. Just you release this transport request and import into quality, then from there into production. If somebody asks you how you implement in your note in your landscape, means we do in development. There we create a transport request. That transport request only we import into quality and production. So what it is doing, see, changes can be applied. All these objects are getting changed. New objects will be created. Okay. See who is the user? Changing SAP Hub user. Okay, all these things are changing. Okay. It is making some changes in your standard repository objects. See, completely implemented. That's it. This is how we need to apply the note. See, the status is completely implemented. Means if you upload this note again, it will show completely implemented, means you should not do anything. That's it. This is how we need to apply note. How simple? Yes or no? Okay. Other note. I'll show you another note which requires some manual corrections. Go to your service marketplace. Okay, give that note number. 2453960. See, but nobody is asking how to know whether it is automatic correction instruction or manual. See, whenever you are going to download a node, see here manual activities. One manual activity is required. Prerequisites. One prerequisite is there. How many corrections it is doing? 11 corrections. Which component it is modifying? This one. See, from here you can get to know whether it is having any manual activities. Yes. So read the node properly before you are implementing. Read the node properly. What it is saying? Corrections, prerequisites, manual activities. See, clearly it is stating we are having manual activities here. So what all the manual activities? See, simple. Pre-implement. Before implementing this node, you need to perform this. Clearly it is saying 740 release. Our system is 740 release. Okay, your patch should be up to basis patch 17. Then go to transaction S11, select the data type, radio button, enter this, and do all these things. Add all these things. It is clearly mentioning you. For this, you need not to have any development skills and nothing. You can easily do this. Okay. If you need any ABAP or support, you can take this. So this requires manual corrections. Okay, download this. See, .sar file you are getting. Okay. After that, what you need to do for a .sar file? Anyone? You need to unchar it. You need to unchar it. Then you will get .zip file. You need to unzip that. After unzipping that, just go to your system and upload note. What is that note number? 960. Yeah, this one. So this is a text file. Just select that. Open. Allow. First check the status of the node after uploading. So go to new. What is that status? Can be implemented. Yes, double click on that. It will tell you whenever it requires a manual corrections, it will tell you can be implemented. It is doing how many corrections? See, almost 11 corrections. Here we have seen that 11 corrections. Okay. So, okay, and execute. So few needs require manual interaction also. Okay. See, it is asking perform all manual activities with the status to be implemented. Next, confirm. After completion, get after doing that manual actions, do confirmation. Okay, confirm. Then it will then say execute. You need to do that manual activities. Okay, yes, I have read that note. Okay, see, it is prompted for a transport request. If you want to add this into same transport request, go with that. Otherwise, say create. No, I want all my transport requests same for all the nodes. Okay. So it is doing these changes. Okay. Okay. Activate. So we haven't done that manual activities, right? That is the reason it is detecting some problem. Completely implemented, but the status is in process. Why? You haven't performed that activities, na? That is the reason it is showing in process. Otherwise, it will say completed. See, these two are implemented. This is how we need to implement a node. One is automatic, second one is manual. Automated correction means here it is not asking for any manual corrections. Here it is asking for manual corrections. How we are applying this? By using Snote. How we are applying this? By using Snote only. But for this, you need to do some manual activities. That is how we need to apply the note. Any doubts still here?
How many days we will apply these notes, like usually in the organization? If
How
the
many
interviewer
days?
asks,
How
like,
much time it will take in?
I mean, yeah, like
It is
for
a regular
example,
activity.
today,
In
for
support project, it is a regular activity, applying note. You don't need any downtime for this, na?
yeah.
It is a regular
So
activity.
whenever we get the like a new notes,
Yes,
then we have to apply that.
yes. After getting approval, you can implement the note.
Yeah, usually we get the solution manager intimate to the, like, we send the
Yes, in
messages we
EW
have to apply.
alerts.
Then we,
Yes, in EW alerts, it is suggesting you to implement these notes. Otherwise, some ST22 ABAP dumps also saying that to implement to do correction for this problem, you need to implement this note. Sometimes, whenever you are doing some upgrades, pre-upgrade notes will be there. You want to add some new functionality for that also you need to implement one note. I'll show you now. Okay.
okay, okay.
This is how we need to implement note. And what is this transport based correction instructions? This is the new one, actually, transport based correction instructions from 2020 January 2020. SAP is providing this transport based corrections. So till now, how SAP is delivering corrections to you in the form of note. One note is automatic correction note instruction. One is automatic correction instruction. Second correction instruction is manual. SAP is providing you corrections in the form of note, or else after giving some notes, they are going to release what? Support package. Yes or no? In these two ways, SAP is delivering corrections to the customer. Yes or no? Is there any other way? Either you need to implement note or you need to apply support pack to do the corrections in your software, corrupted software. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
For example, some I want to implement some new functionality that requires some 20 nodes need to be implemented. So for that 20 nodes, I need to download 20 nodes. I need to uncar it, unzip it, and each and every node I need to apply one by one. Instead of that, what SAP is giving, transport based correction instruction. The new thing is this. Means transport based correction instruction. Note is a correction for single erroneous object, I told you. What is support package? It is a collection of notes plus some new enhancement, right? In between this note and patch, there is something new is invented by SAP, that is transport based correction instructions. Means that is also collection of few notes, not 100 200 notes, only few 10 to 12 notes. That is note. Means if you apply the note, one problem will be solved. If you apply transport based correction instruction, some 10 problems will be solved. If you apply the patch, some 100 problems will be solved and some new functionalities will be added. That is what transport based correction instructions. I'll show you what happens here. See, so I have already SPS 24. My support package stack is 24. After releasing support pack 24, what is if any problems are there, they'll release a one correction in the form of note. After that, another note. After that, another note. Finally, they will collect all these notes and release SP25. After that, they release one note, another note, another note, another note. After that, they collect all the corrections and they release SPS 16. So what is this a TCI is doing? So it is a collection of multiple nodes. So if you apply this TCI, it will support up to SPS 26. This TCS will have a validity up to SPS 26. This TCI will be applicable. So when you apply this TCI, all these nodes will be applied in a single go. That is what a TCI. So how we need to apply this TCI? The same, by using Snote T code only. But for doing this, we need to do some backbone connectivity configuration. there is something new called backbone configuration, SAP backbone configuration. What is that backbone configuration? Previously, you have your satellite systems. Your satellite systems need to be connected to your solution manager. From solution manager, it is connecting to service marketplace. Did you remember that image? Your satellite systems, solution manager, then service marketplace. All the information from your satellite systems will go to solution manager. From solution manager, up to date information will go to service marketplace. For that, you need to have RFC connections between your satellite system to solution manager to service marketplace. But after coming of this backbone configuration, these old RFC connections are not working anymore. Now, how your nodes are downloading into your system, how your system's data is up to date into your service marketplace, everything is by using HTTPS connection. Remember this. You have just seen SAP OSS connection, RFC connection is not established, that error. Na? Instead of that RFC protocol, now they are using HTTPS protocol to connect to service marketplace. From there, you can directly download the node. But here is the one catch. What is that? This note is a text format, right? This note is in text format. If you observe the note, if you open that note, what is that? Text. If you open that, you can see what are the things we are having in that. Okay, anyone can add some malicious program or code into this and you can implement into your SAP. Yes or no? There is a chance. There is no security for this text pad. For that reason, SAP is now providing you digitally signed S notes. Means that note is now encrypted and it is having a digital signature. So you can directly, when you say download note, so it is directly downloading into your SAP system. From there you are going to implement. For activating this TCI, what is that? Transport based correction instruction and that digitally signed note. For these reasons, and for your EWA alerts, to getting EWA alerts, when you get EWA alerts from your system, the data is going to solution manager, then only you can get EWA alerts. And for maintaining, for downloading your what is that? Stock XML file, what you are doing maintenance planner. For all these things, you need a connectivity. To do all these connections to service marketplace, SAP is newly introduced backbone configuration. You need to do this backbone configuration prior to this. Is it clear? How you do that? I'll show you. So first we'll go with TCI. What is the TCI? Transport based correction instruction. How you activate that? How you activate that TCI? Means till now you are applying single nodes. By having TCI, you can consolidate all the changes into one TCI and you can apply. SAP is providing you this TCIs. You can just download it and you can apply it directly into your system. When you apply this TCI, it is correcting multiple. It is a collection of multiple nodes. Means it is correcting number of erroneous objects. That is what your TCI. To get this functionality in your system, you need some prerequisites. What are the prerequisites? See, what is the benefits of TCI? First, see, fast consumption of consolidated correction instructions. Consolidated correction instructions means merging. The group of correction instructions are consolidated into one. So you don't need any development skills to do all this implementation of the node. Do you need any development skills to apply the node? No. So for getting this TCI into your system, there are some prerequisites. What are the prerequisites? We'll see. So your system should be this NetWeaver 7.0, then it should be up to support pack 09. If your system is NetWeaver 7.4, support pack should be 0.2. Like this, there are some prerequisites. Guys, are you getting any confusion?
Yes, getting.
Yes.
Yeah. So you have to enable this. This is a new functionality. You need to enable this. I told you to enable any new functionality, SAP will suggest you to apply few nodes, right? Same. If your basis release, SAP basis component release is 700, 701, 702, you go with this option. If it is 730 to 751, you follow these instructions. If your basis release is 752, means NetWeaver 7.52, from support package stack 00, means from base installation, these are integrated into your system. By default, if you go into Snote T code, you will get this option, upload TCA. Snote, sorry. So there is upload download button is there. Now there you will get upload TCA option. If your system is NetWeaver 7.52, but what is my system here? My system is NetWeaver 7.4. And what
7.4.
is my basis patch level? 8. So do I get by default? No. I need to do few
No.
prerequisites to get the TCA option in my system. That is what we are doing now. How we need to do? Chalo. So if your system is NetWeaver 7.31 to 7.51, you need your spam version should be 70. What is your spam version? 70. What is my spam version here?
7.740.
Some 59 something is there, right? My spam version is some 59 are there. Okay, I need to update this into spam version 70. Then if your release is 740, you should have support package stack 16. Now my is 8 only. I need to update to SPS 16. Now after that, if your system is this, you apply these nodes. These all nodes you need to apply. But my system is NetWeaver 7.4, right? For NetWeaver 7.4, clearly mentioning it is enabling note assistant for SAP basis release 731. For 731, you need to apply these nodes. My system is 740, right? Yeah. For basis 740, you need to apply these nodes. These 4 nodes you need to download and you need to apply these 4 nodes. After that, what you need to do? After applying that, Note Assistant cannot consume TCS by default. You should implement SAP Notes. After applying these notes, you need to apply this note 1995550 note. If you download this note, you will get this TCI package. What is that? 1995550. This package you will get TCI package. From by using this note, you are getting one package. You need to import that package into your system. How you do that? By using spam T code. You will get in some SAR format. You need to uncar it. Then just go to your spam T code. You know how to apply support package, right? Load support packages. I'll show you otherwise. See, go to transaction spam, then load support packages, import queue, display define and import queue. Finally, you say confirm queue, right? So before confirming queue, final step is confirm queue. Before confirming queue, it is asking you to implementation of SAP Note 1995550. So first what I do, I'll download that note. What is that note number? 1995550. Why I am importing this note? To get that TCA. So if it is a single note, if it is having manual correction or automatic correction, I can directly apply. But to get this new functionality, my system should be NetWeaver 7.4, support pack stack 16, and my spam version should be 70. And I need to implement that 4 nodes. Along with that, I need to import this note also. Okay. Go to that note. And in that note, he's saying what he's saying. You'll be having this thing. Some patches, it is releasing some patches. SAPK this na. So we need to download this. How you need to download this? Just go to there and software components. Okay, your basis release is what? 740. See, SAP basis 7 correction instructions are there. Just click that. it will show you all the versions of your basis. What is your version? 740.
740.
Select this 740, then you will get one download option. For every version they will be having one file. For 740 I need to download this one. Okay, I'll download this one. Download one patch, that's it. See, some SAR file is getting. Just uncar this and paste it into EPS in, then paste it into EPS in directory, then hit spam T code, load support packages. Okay, import queue, define queue and import queue. Finally it is asking you to implement this 1995550 note. Okay, go and import that note in a which T code, S note T code, implement this. Then finally, after importing this T code, what happens? It will automatically confirm that queue. It is waiting here, right, for the confirmation. So where is that? Your spam T code is waiting for this confirmation. See, next action is what? Implementation of SAP Note, confirm queue. It is asking for confirm queue. Before confirming, apply this note. Okay, go to S note T code and apply that note. After applying that note, automatically this queue will be confirmed. Okay, fine. Now finish. Your note implementation is finished and your system is ready for transport based correction instructions. Now if SAP is saying just apply this transport based correction instruction, just go to your service marketplace and download that, go to spam and apply that patch. It will stop you somewhere and it will ask you to apply that note. Apply note, that queue will be confirmed. All the changes will be uploaded into your system. Very simple. This is how we need to apply transport based correction instruction. For these two things you need not to do anything. By default you will be having S note T code, you can do these things. But for getting this transport based correction instruction option, you need to, according to your system level, you need to apply few notes and you need to add few functionalities by using 1995550 note. After that, whatever the TCIs are there, you can directly apply into your system by using S note T code. Go to S note T code and it will ask you to load support package, upload UP, what is that? Upload TCI option will be there. From there you can upload it directly. Is it clear about notes? Any doubts here? For getting this, you need to do some activity, configuration work. What is that configuration work? Your spam version should be up to 70 and you should have support package stack level up to 16. Then you need to implement 2 to 3 nodes. After that you need to apply that 1995550 node. After doing all these things for your system, it is activated. If your system is NetWeaver, by luckily NetWeaver 7.52, by default this option is there. Just hit S note T code and say upload TCI. Upload note option is there, na download note, apply note option. There you will get TCI option also. Okay, if I am having that, I'll show that also.
Same we will download from service marketplace TCI also.
Yes, same. Just now I have downloaded, na. Not this one. After doing all these things, you will get that option. Go to Snote, then yeah, in a Snote T code you will get this option, upload TCA. Before that you won't have this option. You will be having only upload SAP Note, download SAP Note, SAP Note browser. But after doing all these things, you will get upload TCA. Transport based correction instruction option is there. So to get this functionality, what we are doing? We are updating our spam version. We are updating our support pack stack. We are implementing few nodes, and we are adding that bootstrap file, that is a support package we are implementing now. After doing all these things, you will get this option. This is how we need to implement that TCI. After doing this, directly you can download the TCI, upload TCI. If your SAP is providing any TCIs, means number of collection of changes in one TCI package, just download that, upload TCI and give it. Same how you apply note, you can do that. Is it clear, guys?
I mean, download from here only, right? So here the option, the TCI, once it will update the TCI, so we will download from the SAP marketplace or directly from this
From download from SAP marketplace.
Marketplace only.
Yeah, from SAP marketplace. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is how we need to do that. For doing this, we are doing these many activities, right? And another thing is there, digitally signed SAP note. For doing that also, we need to perform few activities.